All right, apologies for the dropped stream for a moment. We're back live. 8:12 to go in the first. 2-0. You didn't miss anything in terms of scoring. Spartans on the power play for another moment or two, but knocked out of play. Here comes Coop ahead of the charge. Coop will pressure the puck down in the defensive zone, pressed out. Kennedy picks it up. We're even strength here as Peterson presses it up. This is Kennedy. Kennedy has Jensen. Kennedy! Good look for Jackson. Okay, Alberta trying to break the other way. Johnson all over him. Johnson nullifies in the corner. We're against the boards here, flipped out. Just out of the reach of Jensen. He might be on tired legs. I don't know. Okay, played across Alberta. Cross ice, touched up by that Jensen. Knocked it away at center ice. And this is out of the zone. Here comes Sauer. Sauer looking for his second goal. He's knocked off. Picked up. Jensen out front. Oh, man. It didn't miss by much, folks. Jensen looks 5-hole with 6:53 to go in the first. Okay, Bodie Bryant set with, looks like J.P. Carey to his left. Switched up, Pitko, Sauer. Still, Pitko slowed him up, picked off by Bryant. Here comes Bodie Bryant. Bodie working his way for it. He's tied up a bit. Sauer tried to follow him. Pitko knocked it away. Nice. Sauer in the corner. Sauer working his way across. He'll use his defenseman. No, he holds off. This is, behind the... Pitko look to center this up. He'll turn the other way. Easy turn out front. He's looking for, back to Fuller in any event off a skate. Down low for Sauer. Sauer trying to control in the corner. Pitko looks up for Bodie Bryant. Now he tries to feed it across. Got knocked down as he tried to. Kept in by Fuller. Fuller will put a blast on here. Tipped up out front. Tied up by the Spartans goalie. Otherwise, that was destined for the back of the net as well. 5:48 to go in the first. 2-0 lead for the Blades. Good pressure from Fuller. Pitko, Sauer, and crew. Bodie Bryant leading the charge as well. Vorkstad directing traffic. He's pushing Jans back across. Vorkstad with the puck. He's going to center up. It looks like O'Leary out front. No. Peterson through traffic. No. It's winged wide. Janzo played control it to Johnson. Vinny across the way. Peterson again. Gloved up by the Spartans goalie again. But he's being barraged with shots here. And the scorekeeper not interested in shots on goal, but there have been quite a few for the Blades. And I think an advantage for them in this one, but we'll find out. Okay, Alberta coming the other way. Pressed out, Jans. You tell me. Looks like we'll get an offsides just outside the zone. Okay, we'll go in. Tomlinson hasn't seen too many in this one. You'll have to correct me if you think he's seen more than that. But here comes Kennedy off the opposite boards. Jackson across, pressed up by Jensen. Beautiful to Ort. Ort tied up before he could make good on that one. It looked good from Jensen and Kennedy. Jensen picks it off again. Freddie looking for room. Peterson will play it back in. We'll have to check up. Kennedy making space at the blue line, but it's out. Bodied up by Ort. We're down and around. Peterson there, checks him. Johnson presses it up. Here comes Vinny. Oh, he ran to his own player. Jensen, tried to poke it up to Ward. Meanwhile, Alberta in the zone. Carey there. It's got to be pressed out. There it is. Left for Ort. Ort has Kennedy out front, tried to feather it to him. Kennedy was right there. Got his stick on it as well. In front of the net, knocked away by Alberta. Okay. Fuller and Carey play it right back in. We'll get a icing call. All right. We must not have been past the center line. And we'll go all the way back down. This will be Pitco, Bryant, and Lex Sauer. In the corner, pressed away. Up the board. Sauer looks up for it. Pitco there. Pitco pressed it by him. Just on its edge a bit. Good work by the Blades there to hold it in, and it's played out of play. So this should go deep in their zone. Dave, remind me who got the second goal with a Griff? Yeah. O'Leary with the second goal. Sauer with the first goal. Blades up 2-0. 3:33 in the first. It won't feel comfortable until we put a few more in, of course, but so far, the Blades with a lot of pressure in the offensive zone. This is Pitco, plays it back. Fuller through traffic. Sauer was there, played out front. This is Fuller again. Whole lot of traffic out front. Pitco tried to press it in. Alberta will swing it wide. Picked off. But back to Alberta. Checked a couple times. Watch out here. Nice knock out front. Watch out. They play it out. Good pressure from Cody Bryant. Tomlinson's first look at some real action out front. Spartans controlling, but they'll work the other way. Just out of the reach of Sauer, but Sauer will race. This is going to stop. Here comes Lex. Lex on the backhand looking for an option to show out front. Sauer on the brakes. Centering pass there was Jans, but it appeared that Alberta got a stick on it. Johnson racing back. Vinny moves it up to Jans. Jans leaves it for O'Leary, who got upended. Jans will pressure this. Johnson makes space. He might go. Watch Vinny. Leaves it for Jans. Jans! No. Looked all right here. Okay, Peterson swings it wide. Johnson picks it off. Johnson down low. No, got picked off by Alberta. They try and catch us sleeping, but Johnson right there to recover. And Jimmy Peterson out front as well. Alberta, first real sustained pressure in the offensive zone here. Watch out, they go to the point. Okay, down low. Watch the centering pass. Knocked away by Jans. Jans played up the boards. This is O'Leary on the run with Borgstad. No, not able to play it out. Johnson now has a little bit of time. Jans racing over for it. Alberta. Jans. There you go. He's upended, but he played it to O'Leary. Okay. Sure what I missed there, but we're deep in the zone here with a minute and 4 left to go in the first. Blades up 1. Oh, excuse me, up 2. On the draw is Ort for Jensen. Jensen looks cross ice for Kennedy. He carries wide. try to play it by him. He's in the corner. Alberta picked off. Fuller. Okay. We'll reset here with Carey. Carey played in the zone. It's actually on net. Fed wide. Alberta tries to break out cross ice pass, trying something to get some offense moving. This is a work. Work. Kennedy. Jensen. Kennedy with some good effort there, but maybe just out of his reach. Carey knocked it away. Kennedy. Jackson looking for an option down low. That's Ort. Ort circles through. Kennedy taken away by Alberta. Alberta races the other way. Cross ice pass kicked off. And that'll do it through 1-2-0 Blades. After 1 minute intermission here. Take a breath and be back at it. The Blades have the advantage here, but work to be done here in the second. See you in a moment. Okay, we'll start the second here. Sauer and Pitko centered by Bodie Bryant. Johnson and Peterson will defend. Buck has made his way to the opposite end. 15 minutes on the clock. Would like to put one in early here in the second. Just as a mental piece, 3-0 lead is better than a 2-1, right? The Blades have been outplaying Alberta. But we'll see. Pitko will take the draw. Brian sent out. I don't know why. Too much John, perhaps. Pitko battling his way through. Alberta plays it D-to-D. Picked off, Alberta. Oh. Looked like Bryant's on the way there. Kept out of the zone. Poked away, Pitko. Johnson, watch out. Tomlinson will have to freeze this up. Might be one of the first times he's had to do just that. We'll get a change here with Jans, O'Leary, and Borgstad coming on. Off the run, Jans knocked away. Jans on the run here, picks it back up. He's down low to Borgstad. Borgstad there first. Briggs coming off a 2-goal game earlier today. Leaves it for Jans. Jans trying to center it up. O'Leary was there. Jans used his defender. That's Peterson. Peterson, Jans. Jumped over his stick, but O'Leary there to helpfully pick it up. They'll go to the point. Johnson. O'Leary through traffic out front. Oh, it was loose. Turnaround shot by Borgstad would not go. Jans will use Johnson again. Johnson off a pad. Jans again. Backs, leads it for O'Leary. O'Leary off the netting. This is Borgstad. Breaks. Swings it across to Johnson. Johnson with a look. Play it down low. Jans back to Johnson. Johnson at the point. He'll feed Peterson. Peterson now has a room to walk. Here comes Jimmy. Low shot, pad save away. He was going for the rebound. O'Leary picks it off. O'Leary makes room. Here comes Griff. O'Leary. Oh, he's got to be penalized in some fashion there, as he looked to be about to bury that one. Griff wanted that one for sure. So we'll get a penalty out of it. This is Cooper Ort with Kennedy. Jackson to the left. Excuse me, right. Jensen to the left. Frey, along with Fuller and Carey as your defenders. See if we can take advantage here. They haven't gotten the power play on the board yet. 2 minutes now, yet. All right. Carey. Through traffic, Jensen has the puck. Freddie winds back. Will play. Fuller. Jensen. Here comes Jensen. Up front. Oh, what a rebound. That was there. Turnaround shot would not go by Ord. Okay. Flung out. Pressured is Fuller. He'll look up for an option. He puts it out to Jensen. Jensen on the run. Freddie trying to feed Ort. By him. Here comes Ort. Ort. Bouncing puck. Tough handle there. Carey will not hold the line, but that's okay. He'll play to Jensen. Freddie on the run here. Freddie played it in. Left for Ort. Ort leaves for Fuller. Fuller with time, patience. Down low. Good puck movement. Ort and Jensen walking in was Kennedy. He gets hammered a few times out front. Jensen with the one-timer for Ort. Just missed. Right back to Jensen. Freddie. He's got room to walk. Fuller across for Carey. Carey back to Jensen. Here comes Jensen. Oh, what a feed across again. Just a tad behind Ort. Otherwise, that would be right there as well. Jensen working at the blue line. He walks in. No. Tied up by Alberta. Carey and Fuller already back, racing across. Watch out here. Flipped up for Sauer. Sauer, Pitko. Sauer breaks wide. Pitko will set up shop out front. No, that's Bryant. Poked away. Bryant has the puck. Bodie Bryant. Pitko, one more. Pitko waiting for someone to show. In front of the net. Just barely tied up by Alberta's goalie. So Johnson and Peterson back to defend. Bodie Bryant will take the draw. He switches out with Sauer. Lex with Pitko to his left. Lex, Pitko! Oh, just missed. They had him. I think he just missed. Not much of a save from what I could tell, but Alberta runs the other way. Cross ice pass picked off by Johnson. Johnson walking in. Here comes Vinny. Fed across. Bryant with a good look at it. He toe dragged and looked to go top shelf, but it was closed. This is Sauer down low. Fed out front. Here we go. Pitko. No, just missed. Flung out. Johnson tried to hold the blue, but he bodies him up. Coming back the other way. Tied up all over the place by Pitko. Cross ice pass. Tomlinson shuts the door. Buck with the big time save will be on the kill though. It's like Pitko will sit for 2. A little too much on the tie up for the ref's taste, but still 2-0. 10:09 here in the second. O'Leary, Jans, Johnson, and Carey will try and kill a chunk of this off. Alberta trying to set it up. O'Leary chases him back to the blue line. Jans also. Jans again. Out of the zone. O'Leary might just pick this off. He does. O'Leary in the zone. He uses. Well, he's against the boards, battling for it. Poked. Carey recovers and holds him out. Bryant down into the corner. Already 30 seconds off that power play for Alberta. Briggs is on. Briggs poked it in. Fuller back with. They thought they had that one as it was played aside of Tomlinson. Buck watching. Short side. Another fire out front. Tomlinson shuts the door again. Buck with another monster save. Keeps Alberta off the board. 35 seconds left on the kill. Alberta trying to break in here. They break wide. Peterson right there to collect it. Peterson will play it up the boards. Kennedy there. Kennedy poke. Out of the zone. Kennedy makes room for himself. He'll pressure this play. About 12 seconds till pit goes free. Kennedy picks it off. Nice work by Jackson. One more. Here we go, Ort. Ort tangled up a bit. Might have been enough there. Flipped out. Jensen in there first, but it'll be an icing call. 7:58 in the second. Pit goes free. We'll go all the way down for Carey, Fuller, Jensen, Sauer, and Bryant. Off the break, they tried to break out the play. Here we go. Sauer with the head of steam. Lex Sauer with the run. Here goes. Where's the puck? Oh, man. Just barely held out was Lex Sauer there. We've called that play a number of things. But essentially, if you win the draw right to your defenseman, you send the forward, and the defenseman will bank that off the far boards. And if you time it up right, the forward has a good look. So it worked to perfection there, but for the result, as Sauer almost put it in. Okay, Bryant again. Swung around. Kept in by Alberta. They're behind the net, looking for a centering pass. Johnson there to contest. Sauer also watching. This is Johnson. Johnson presses it up to the blue, but not out. Out front by an Alberta player. This is Peterson. Plays it in. Sauer with a look. Sauer. Jan's waiting out front for it to show. Brian, they feed him. Oh, just barely poked away. This is Jans again. Packs. Makes space. Battles it into the corner. Kept in by Peterson. Peterson flings it towards the net. O'Leary. Griff. 2 on. Bodied off the puck. Peterson out to Jans. Jans on the lean. Pax puts on the brakes. Fed back. Out front. Oh. Briggs put it on almost to Griff. About 6 minutes left here in the second. Kennedy will have to chase. He's got Peterson back. Peterson races back. Peterson picks it off. That's a big play by Peterson. Bodied up by Jans. One more. Jans trying to play it up. Here we go. Borgstad. Briggs. Backhand. Winner. No. Played aside. Thought Briggs had it. but the goalie laid out for it. This time, a little bit of trouble the other way. Picked off by Kennedy. Kennedy stops the fast break the other way. Jackson with a good stick. We're on the run with Borgstad. And Ort and Pitko have a chance. Pitko. Open look. Pitko. Stone. Rebound. No. Ort with the nice centering pass. Pitko couldn't find the back of the net on that one. Unfortunately, it's still 2-0 as Alberta breaks in the other way. Watch out. Flung wide. Pitko working behind the net. Carey pressed it out. Carey up, but not out. A little bit of trouble here on the clear. Carey has it. JP. Pressured. Jensen. Or trying to find it. Cross ice. Kennedy watching behind. Out front, it kicks. Jensen there to collect it. Jackson also. Here comes Jans with tremendous speed. Jans working. Hit goal. Offsides. Okay. We'll collect ourselves here with 4:18. Just outside. All right. Still a tight game here in Nashville. Alberta threatening the zone a little, and they'll play it in deep. But Johnson there to collect it. Vinny looks up for Borgstad. Couldn't get it to him. We're way far away. Now we're closer. Picked off here. Fuller on the run. He's got some options ahead of him, but jumped over Borgstad's stick. Alberta looks up. They hang somebody behind us, but Fuller there, Johnson there, Jordy right there. 2-on-1 here. Okay, 2-1. So Alberta staying within reach. Now one goal separates them. On the run is Bryant. Bryant cross ice. They said that Old Lex Sauer got in a little early. So we'll try again. Sorry, just a little camera adjustment here. And we'll be back with you. Okay. Alberta walking their way in, but taken away easily by Johnson. Picked off Bryant. Bryant walking his way in. Bryant. Jensen there. Freddie working at it. Comes out. Sauer will reset them. Through center ice. Picked up by Bryant. Bodie. Plays this. That's Sauer, I believe. Jensen out front. Johnson on his backhand. Flips it down low. Bryant looking for something to show. But it's Alberta's puck, folks. Alberta the other way. 2-on-2. Peterson out front, knocked away by Johnson. Tomlinson holds him out front. Centering pass would not go, but Alberta putting pressure on here. Pitko checks on him, poked out. Pitko will race. John on its edge. Pitko on the foot race, takes possession. Pitko. Pitko will center this up. There it is. Yes. Pitko to Kennedy. Makes it 3-1. Big play, big goal by Jackson Kennedy. Big goal. I would argue sort of necessary as Pitko walks his way and plays it into the corner. Back for Carey. Carey towards the net, out front. Pitko knocks it once. Alberta tries to center this up. Carey back to defend. Lots of black jerseys as well. Flipped up, cross ice. On his horses, Jackson. Jackson. Poked away, Jackson and Pitko. Jackson, good knock there. Good pressure, tremendous. Forecheck by Jackson Kennedy. Picked up by Ort. Ort will use his point man. That's Fuller. Fuller takes a look at it, fires it wide. Coop in the middle of things. Kennedy, Pitko also there. Pitko will look to Kennedy. Tried to poke it out in front to him. Pitko on his backhand, taken away by Alberta. Good check by Coop. We're through center ice the other way. Watch out, a little bit of numbers advantage, but Borgstedt will run here. Borgstedt has, yes, here comes O'Leary. O'Leary. Oh, pad rebound. Jams. Didn't miss by much, folks. Didn't miss by much. As O'Leary jams. Had a good opportunity there with 30 seconds to go in the second. Borgstedt directing traffic. Here comes Borgstedt out front. Oh, flipped by O'Leary. Nearly found its way. Alberta racing through their zone. Cross ice pass. Johnson there to defend. Who's got it? It's Alberta. But O'Leary takes it away. O'Leary, oh, we got a head of steam here from Jans. Here comes Pax. The winner. Where? Oh, come on. How did that not find the back of the net? Somehow the Alberta goalie held that out. I don't know how. Sure looked like Pax had him beat, right? Okay. It went, I don't think it was on net. He may have slid by. Oh, my goodness. Pax with tremendous speed came through. And he did not miss by much. So we'll be back at it for the third period in 30 seconds, folks. Hang on. From Nashville, the Blades 3-1 over Alberta. All right. We're back on it for third period action here from Nashville. They go cross ice with it. Fuller is back to check on it. It's fed wide. Out front for Sauer. Sauer looks cross ice. That's Jensen out ahead. Freddie on the run here. Freddie takes it wide, knocked away from him. Bryant, good work there to hold him out. Offsides. Yeah, thank you. Kennedy or Pitco. Held out. They're battling at the blue line. Peterson contests it. It's behind the net. Poked away. Ort up the boards. Looks like Johnson will move it. Johnson. Pitco. John chipped up. Out. Okay. I'll call it offside. So 3-1 game here. Jans Borgstad, O'Leary, Fuller, and Carey at center ice. Alberta walking in, knocked away by Fuller. Jans looks up for Borgstad. He's got it on Borgstad's stick. Borgstad in the net. Briggs Borgstad from Jans. Paxton Jans with the beautiful feed out front makes it 4-1 Blades. We're way behind on the score, but we'll fix it. It is 4-1 here not deep in the third, but 13:42 in the third. Jans with the puck. Jans fed across. Borgstad walks in. Borgstad again. O'Leary, good look. Oh, what a feed out front by O'Leary. Jans had a look at it. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. It's behind the play, but Alberta player down for a bit. It looks like O'Leary will sit for the hit. The refs are talking it through. 13:28 in the third. Take this time to adjust the score, adjust the period, and be back with you in a moment. So they got 2 minutes for O'Leary and an additional 4 minutes. So double minor looks like, if I'm reading that correctly. They call it checking from behind or some sort of roughing on O'Leary. We'll put the Blades in 5-on-4 action for a chunk of this here third period action. I didn't see the play, but Coach Jensen wants a full explanation. Of course, Coach Kevin O'Leary wants to understand too. So we'll get that understanding, and in the meantime, Jensen, Bryant, Johnson, and Peterson will be out to try and kill a chunk of this off. So looks like they have Jans set to kill 4 minutes this off as well. So We'll let you know what that looks like in a moment. For now, Bodie Bryant on the draw. Bodie with Freddie. Alberta knocked away by Johnson. Nice play by Bryant. Bodie Bryant will chase the puck into the corner. Good work. Kill as much of this off as we can. It was a double minor on O'Leary, so O'Leary will sit for 4 minutes here. Alberta through center ice. Cross the blue line. Johnson checking him. Finney stepped up, knocked away by Tomlinson out front. So 2 minutes of that, I think, will come off, but you tell me. 4-2. 4-2 is the score as Alberta puts it in right away. Looks like they maybe banked it off Buck. So we're still in 5-on-4 action here, but they'll adjust the penalty, I think. Yes, 2 minutes left on the penalty to O'Leary. This time it's Sauer on the draw. Sauer and Wart working their way through. Wart picked off by Carey. Carey, nice play there. Stepped across the line and played it deep. Good work by JP. Okay. Flung wide. Over to look at it is. That was Fuller. Chipped up in the air. Still sitting in a circle. Okay, kept in by Alberta. They'll look to fire this. Got a chance the other way here. Fuller leading with Ort. Ort holds off. Fuller walking his way. He wants a goal. Fuller leaves it for Ort. Quick whistle there. Jordy. Yeah, Jordy looked like he was going to go there, but he had Coop. Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Somehow we're discussing something further. 1:20 left on the penalty kill. Looks like we have a timeout perhaps, and then we'll be back with you. 1:20 remains on the penalty kill. O'Leary, the double minor, for probably not what warranted a double minor. All right. We'll get an offensive zone face-off. This is Sauer up front. Jan set to his left. Pax step back a bit. Peterson and Johnson with their heels near the blue line. I'm not sure what the discussion point is, folks, so I'll have to defer the hockey experts. 12-13 remains in the third. All right, we're going to drop the puck, I think. Stepped in is Jans. Pax on the draw. Battles his way through. Pax comes out with it through some rough skates. Pax. Still controlling the puck. He's done 2 laps. Held up there. Waiting for something to show. Okay. Alberta will try and skate it out. Peterson and Johnson already back. Alberta out to their point. Contested by Sauer. On net. Handled by Tomlinson. All right. So they'll look to Borgstad and Pitko. They'll keep carrying Johnson on. Borgstad on the draw. No, sorry, Pitko on the draw. Feeds Carey. Carey looks to play it out. Carey by him. Here comes Carey. Interfered with, but he's still on the run. JP on the run. Here we go. Carey. He fired it pretty hard. Fuller not able to collect it. Pitko knocked it down and kept it out. Good back check by Pitko. Borgstad now. Borgstad breaks wide. Here we go. Briggs. Knocked away before he could make good on that attempt. Pitko checks him. Fuller also there. Pitko knocked it away. Johnny. Another heavy contact there, but it's out of the zone for O'Leary. O'Leary picks it up. O'Leary walking his way through. He's sick of sitting in the bench. Here we go. O'Leary walking his way. Toe drag. Fed across. Pitko. Back. This is Johnson. Johnson, Carey, Jackson. No, Kennedy. To O'Leary. O'Leary. Fired on net. Rebound. Kennedy had a swipe at it. Jensen behind the net in the corner. O'Leary, Johnson, and Carey out front. No clean look there for the Blades. Poked by Carey. Nice poke check. Okay, O'Leary, nice no look to Jensen. Jensen walking his way through. Freddie. Good look by Freddie Jensen there. As O'Leary had fed him. Still 2 goals separate them. So Peterson and Johnson are your defenders. Sauer will take the draw with Brian set to his right. Pitko to his left. Awesome goal. Off the break, Sauer. Okay, Bryant in to poke it away. Bryant, Sauer looking for someone to show. Sauer waiting. Out front, Johnson. Johnson has a look. Johnson through traffic. Knocked down by Alberta. Alberta's out the other way with numbers. 4-on-2. They rush, but it's played right out. Pitko will contest this. John wants to pick his pocket. Okay, Sauer's got to wait. Here comes Lex at the blue line. Makes a move. Lex usually likes to wind around the net here. Looks like he's going to do that. Fed out front. Sits there for a moment. Brian trying to pull it loose. Brian, Pitko working together. Now, Lex sets up strap out front. Johnson makes space, but poked off it. Pitko got a piece of it. They'll fling it back to Peterson. Peterson looks up. Jimmy on the run. Beats him easily with 1 run. Sauer now at the blue line. Sauer looking for an option to show. Lex. Jan's waiting for it. Jan's with the puck. Fired by Pax. O'Leary now taken down. Won't get a call there, but Jans has it. Jan's looking maybe for Briggs to show. Flipped up. Still controlled by Jacks. Over to O'Leary. O'Leary. Jans. Out front. Briggs. Holy cow. Good puck movement there. O'Leary. Jans. Briggs. Borgstad. 5-2. And look. It's a big goal. brings the difference to 3 goals. Briggs with the winner there. And both O'Leary and Jans got a piece of it. So good stuff from the Blades there. We're in the zone for Carey. Carey swings it up for Jensen. Freddie on the run. Freddie tied up at center ice. Into the zone. Alberta puts on the brakes. Tied up by Kennedy. Kennedy poked out. Nice poke by Carey. Nice work by Kennedy. Kennedy wants to run. Jackson has Cooper Ort out front. Coop looking to set up. Nice play by Jensen. Kennedy waiting for something. Looked like Ort, Jensen maybe had a piece of that, but they'll call him off. And we'll get a face-off in the zone with 7:29 remaining. 7:29 remaining in the third. It'll be O'Leary, Jams, Borgstad, Johnson, and Peterson. Tight game. It doesn't feel tight. I'm not sure. Not sure how it feels to you at home. Alberta's played them pretty tight, almost as expected. But a 3-goal difference could be more, right? But the Blades with an advantage. That was Borgstad on the last one, 5-2. Kept out by Johnson. Pressed up. Vinny working there in his skates. Slides it up to O'Leary. O'Leary, Jans waiting for it. Jans. O'Leary on the brakes. Way back here. Let you get a slightly better view. This is Borgstad maneuvering. Briggs feeds. Yes, Peterson. Just wide. Peterson is man on here. We'll take it away from him. Jimmy, good work there to put it on O'Leary's stick. Johnson will play it out of the zone quickly, I assume. No, he'll go D to D for Peterson. Peterson cross ice. Left for Alberta. Now picked off by Jans. Pax with speed. Jans looking for something to show. 6:22 as Johnson will use Peterson again. Peterson quickly for Borgstad. Borgstad maneuvers at the blue line. Walks his way in, looks for some good option. Pitko walking his way through. Finds it. Couldn't turn around on it. Cross ice through center ice. Alberta picked off. This should be 3-on-2 the other way. 3-on-2. Pitko. Fed across. Sauer. Knocked out of his reach. Fuller will reset them. Carey Fuller. Fuller plays it in the zone, but no one home for the Blades. Through center ice, pressured up by, played across Sauer. Sauer with the puck. Lex toe drag, fired. Hot shot by Lex Sauer. Little self-preservation for the Spartans goalie as Sauer put a hot one on him. 5:19 for Ort. Kennedy and Jensen have their heels at the blue line. They'll step up with Fuller and Carey to the right and left of Ort. It's in the corner. Looks like Alberta will sit for 2. Sorry, check that. Fuller will sit for two. Not sure what he did. But gonna have one off. Jensen Ort. Looks like Peterson. Johnson. Flipped out. 155. Scoop there. They have three blades back. Johnson tests him. Alberta winds. They go to their D-man from distance and glove to side by Tomlinson. Coop, nice play there. Ort on the run. Ort presses it by him. Battling was Ort, but Alberta comes out with it. Alberta the other way with numbers. 1-2 against Peterson. At the blue line, blasted down low. Johnson will contest a bit. Peterson already set up out front. This is O'Leary's puck. Griff for Jans. Jans with the look. Here comes Pax. Oh, my goodness gracious. Pax Jans with a beauty of a shot, but equaled by Alberta. Equaled by Alberta on that as the goalie gloved it. Not by a whole lot, but Pax a beauty of a shot there. Okay, Kennedy. Back for Jans. Down low. Blast from Carey. Thought about it. O'Leary for it. O'Leary in the corner. .333 remains. 6-2 is the score. Upended was Kennedy in the corner. Jans looks up for O'Leary. Griff. Through center ice. Put on the brakes. Knocked away from him. Carey there to help. Penalty killed. They skate on Sauer. Bryant. Pitko. Pitko down low for Sauer. Picked off. Johnson. Sauer. Pitko. Pitko. Sauer. Sauer one more. Here we go. Sauer with a good look over to Bryant. Bryant nearly put that one home. Good puck movement there. Seemed like it was destined for the back of the net, but we'll give him another run at it. Bryant on the draw with 240. Peterson down low. Bryant chasing. Pitko there. Put it back in the corner. They'll swing it wide. They lost a step. Cross ice. Pitko contests. Alberta in the zone. Knocked away. Sits there for a moment or two. Johnson there. Alberta looks for the centering pass. It's there. Tomlinson right there. It's poked out. Sauer will press it. Sauer good. Okay, Alberta right back in though. Peterson checks it. Johnson there. Down low. Johnson takes it away. Ort checks it. Ort trying to press it up to Borgstad. There's Borgstad. Briggs. It's in the circle. Johnson there poked it away for a moment. Briggs nearly pulled it loose. Going to be buck time. There you go. Almost. Not sure what happened there, but Alberta makes it 6-3. Well, 102 left, so not much more to this one. As the Blades should take a 2-0 lead into their games tomorrow. 2-0 records. Okay. Fuller to Kennedy. Kennedy cross ice. Pax was there. Pax, good work. Carey also. Watch out here. Played aside by Tomlinson. Flipped up. Jansen. O'Leary waiting. O'Leary nearly there. Poked by Carey. Oh, Jans, Kennedy, O'Leary. Carey. Cross ice. One more will do it. So they're held out, but just barely. As O'Leary got tied up a little bit as he tried to center that up to Kennedy. 16.7 left. Game in hand for the Blades. Last face-off. In all likelihood, oh, what a feed up front. Someone's got to have that goal. Lex wants it. He's got it. I believe they'll give that to Sauer. The scrum in front of the net. 7-3. Not sure who else touched it. Look at the official scoring there, but offsides with 4 seconds. This should be the final draw of the game. And we'll go into tomorrow's games unscathed. That'll do it. From Nashville, another victory for the Blades. 7-3 is your final over Alberta, the Spartans. Had to work harder for that one. And obviously things to be worked on and corrected, but a good win all the same. Buck Tomlinson, sharp in net. And the Blades put a bunch on. Lots of shots on goal. We didn't get an official shots on goal number, but lots of good stuff there. 7 tallies, only 3 for Alberta. And we come away with the win. Bigger hockey games to come this weekend. So we'll be back with you next time. It'll be a Saturday morning matchup. It's another early morning game. Not sure if it's against Vancouver or the Bruins. But in any event, we'll be back with you, and it should be a good one. Thanks for